the stuff and all these things that are related to Tiki, and that's what I do on my own here. And we want to do this as a team here and get together and really enjoy the process that we're going through. Feel free to, we'll have a Hawaiian Day shirt. You pick a Hawaiian shirt and you're going to wear, and everybody wears it. I think probably everybody will wear one every day. This one is a new one I bought on Amazon, just because I wanted to have something very Tiki oriented. It's very thin though. It's not real. It's not a high quality shirt, but it works. So I'm looking forward to getting together with you and really working this out, so we have a place. This is now your place as well as mine and ours, so we are going to be getting together and on a regular basis, but until I get more people on the mailing list, I'm going to leave it at that first. I might do a drop-in, schedule some drop-ins and see if anybody shows up, but it might be just one or two people. Again, this is brand new, but I'm looking forward to going further with it. And then as we get further, I'll make another video and tell you where things are. So this is the very first look at it. We're looking to also, with this platform, get people in to, have some guests in, maybe interview some people in restaurants and say, talk to some of the Chinese restaurant owners and say, what do you think about the old Tiki style and why it's abandoned and all that. I met someone the other day at a Chinese restaurant, and we exchanged cards and all that, and it was a nice Chinese restaurant. It had some decor to it, but not, it was a little bit more plain, pictures on the wall, some nice woodwork on it. That's what saves that place, and it's in a nice area. That's the China Blossom in Andover, Mass. And that's a nice place. So in its own, even without the Tiki culture behind it. But, he even understood that, that has become a thing of the past around here. We want to really change that. We want to we're not going to go around and arm wrestle the Chinese restaurants and make them start to put Tiki mugs in their place. And most of them still have some Tiki mugs and all that, but we want to make it clear to those that do have some stuff in there still not to get rid of it. Again, the more we can find a place that's, some place that's not the norm. You just want to go someplace that's got really nice ambiance. I don't care. I'm even Mexican. I've gone to some nice Mexican restaurants around here, and they have great decor. They really immerse you into the culture, So that's what the Tiki is all about too. We want to immerse ourselves into a culture, or an environment that's different from the everyday four walls, So that's what we're doing here, is we want to just get everybody to the point where we're talking about those things and make it into something that's more worldwide and more balanced worldwide. In other words, so it's not just the people in Los Angeles and San Francisco and, a couple of the other popular places that have, interesting places to go. We're actually pretty fortunate here in Boston because there is a couple that opened up recently within the last 3 or 4 years that are really decent Tiki bars. I haven't been to them yet though, because they look like they're very, crowded and a lot of young people, but and I have to figure out a way to get there and stay there. So I don't want to be going there and driving home afterwards and all that. So I think a big part of it is just being able to find a way to get to these places. But yeah, I'll definitely be visiting those. That may be something we do on here as a fun thing, to kind of visit that place and report on it. So we'll be talking. I'm looking forward to everybody who subscribes, and we'll be in communication. We'll be in communication, and we will, we'll get together and talk about setting up some weekly meetings, weekly Tiki meets, and we'll go from there. We'll weekly Tiki Meets would be great. Scheduled will be as well, So maybe we'll do some where there's a sign-up sheet or something like that, where everybody sends me an email and says when they would like, when is the best time. I may even just put a poll out there and say, what's the best time to, for you to meet in your time zone. We also have a Reddit page I started. We can sign up on Reddit to kind of use that as a platform to talk, or I can create a Facebook group. Any of those things are possible, but I don't want to spread ourselves too thin so far. I want to get the actual Zoom meetings started first, and have you subscribe there, because that's going to be where we really shine. We're going to make this shine. This is one of the areas that I think has not been touched. I haven't seen any other sites out there or any other platforms that discuss Tiki in a live fashion like this. So I think that's really going to be what we're looking for, is a live look at this and make it something fun. Get together, have that cocktail together, instead of just obviously people drinking it in the morning and in the other side of the world is not going to be fun, but we'll maybe do a couple of different times during the day that we do these types of things. If I'm drinking a mocktail at 10 in the morning, it's not going to be a big deal, where someone else is drinking a Mai Tai at 6, so we don't care. It's going to be a really enjoying time. I'm looking forward to this. I'm thinking that you're going to really find this to be a fun environment to kick back and relax and get together, have a meeting that's not work related. We'll talk about some work things, at times, maybe graphics or something like that. We'll talk about, okay, well, what can I do with my Tiki? Can I get into doing, artwork or carving or woodwork or, making tiki bars, whatever it is. Those are things that we can talk about as well. There's a lot of stuff out there right now that, is just, forums and Reddit posting and, Facebook groups and stuff like that. I've even tried to, post in those groups, and it's like I get them turned down because they think I'm marketing. I just really want to let people know we're meeting in Saugus this week, and I get bounced off them because they think I'm spamming or trying to bolster something. But I really just want to let people know we're having a get-together on Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th, 2024, all day from 12 noon to 12 midnight. I'll probably just schedule some meals and times to get together throughout that time, but I haven't figured that out yet. But we're going to do that. So that's something that's up and coming. But really, I want to get the word out if we can, and really get people to come out and join us. I'll have the lanyards for you to wear with a TikiMeet badge in it, so that people will know who's in our group. Or, that way, if we're walking around, you can run into someone that's wearing one of those, you'll know which it is. And I'll be there the whole weekend. I'll have a hotel room next door. So I'll be able to be contacted. I'll make sure you have my contact information. I may even do a Tiki Meet from there online, from the hotel room. That is, I don't think I would want to bring the computer into the Kowloon, because it's so crowded in there sometimes during the peak hours. But I think the big thing would be I might even just do a meet on there, from there as a quick say hello. Maybe record it, and maybe if any of you other people are around, we can join together for that meeting, say hello from that meeting, and put us on the video here. So that's a big part of it. Is let's get together. Make sure you subscribe to the website. Subscribe. It's not anything bad. There's nothing going on with it. There's no information going other than to that email list to put you on a list that I can kind of use to email you. I can also tag you for different things. If you're not interested in something, you just email me and say, I really don't want to hear about the sober tiki updates, you just send me that, and I'll put a tag on your email saying this person is not only interested in TikiMeet. No, and that will. But again, like I said, that's going to be few and far between. Anyways, those things that come out for sobertiki.com are going to be few and far between, as opposed to the Tiki Meets, which are probably going to be more weekly and things like that. And you can always unsubscribe if you choose to in the future. That's always available. And again, welcome to Tiki Meet. Aloha. And we really want to get together and have some fun, enjoy your time together. I mean, I think this is going to be a great platform for doing that. I think we're going to have a lot of fun doing this. I can't wait for people to come on here and see the screen filled up with 20, 30 people at a time, or even the small groups. I don't care if there's one person on here with me. That's fine. Let's just get together and talk. That's great. So really, thank you for listening, and we will be in touch soon. And subscribe to the website, and I will let you know what's going on. I'll post the next online Tiki Meet online. Probably going to do after the Kowloon thing on December 7th. So, because the Pearl Harbor Day thing is going to take up a lot of time for me. I'm trying to advertise that, get all the information out for that. But after that, what I plan on doing is to, just set up a weekly, maybe two, maybe one for European time, or one for our time. That would be an appropriate time to get together and have a Tiki Meet, and I'll schedule it. If someone pops in, no one does, then I'll just, record something, or I'll do something else, but it's not a big deal, because all I'm going to do is sit down and wait for people to join. If you don't, there's no harm, no foul, so a lot of it is just to get together, have some fun, and I'll probably schedule those drop-in Tiki Meets sometime after the Kowloon thing this weekend on the 7th of 2024, December. So let's plan to meet up at some point on TikiMeet.com. Subscribe, and we'll look forward to seeing you.